Hello, 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 y'all. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get all the things working here. This social stream is great when it combines the chat. But sometimes it just doesn't combine the chat. Hold on a second here. Let's see. Sign in to Twitch. Authorize. Are you going to actually work this time? Success. You can close this window and return to social stream. Okay. It appears that I'm now in chat, but does my combined chat work? Oh my god, y'all. I'm so not good at this combined chat thing. We are here. I see you, Exeldro. Ah, perfect. You are. You are in the combined chat now. The only thing that I don't know if it's actually working is what's it called? The oh, there's a word for it. And that word would be stream.place. Okay. Is that gonna work? I think we're good. I think we're good. I see YouTube chat. I see Twitch chat. And all appears to be working. How y'all doing? We had quite the day yesterday. New Elgato product, which unfortunately, oh, okay. So I said, oh, wait a second here, Barry. Where are the clones? I gotta turn them back on. I gotta turn all the stuff back. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Barry's watching creepily. Everyone act normal. Hey, Indy, how you doing? Just real quick. Everyone else, close your ears except for Indy and Barry. Congratulations. I haven't been able to say that in person, but yes, congrats to the both of you. Very, very cool. So let's see. Barry said I set Blue Sky, then Streamplace took the slot, so my thing is skipping managing now, which is okay. So it is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Fantastic. We need to go to the Blue Sky and let folks know that we're streaming, because I'm totally off my game. Apparently all of the clones are shut down. I will get those back online, Rugmat. It looks like combined chat, at least for YouTube and Twitch, is working. If anyone happens to be over on Blue Sky or on stream.place, type something in chat and we'll see if that is doing the thing. Was the whole lever thing an elaborate April Fool's joke? Jeff, I have to be honest today. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But very, very elaborate April Fool's joke. And I thought it was, there we go, something. I see Streamplace. Exeldro, you're awesome. You're awesome. Everything seems to be working now. I can't believe it. It's absolutely insane that all of the things are working at the moment. Let me go over to Streamplace and announce the stream. And then we're gonna do the things. So yes, unfortunately it was an elaborate April Fool's prank, but so elaborate that this is a real thing. This is actually muted. Where am I? Foldstar, I don't believe I'm muted. I shouldn't be muted. I'm not muted anywhere else. I think you might have muted me. But yeah, you can hear me. Good. Yes, this is the someone over on Blue Sky. Can you let Foldster know it's not muted? It must be on their end. Yes. So this is the elaborate April Fool's prank from Elgato. And I mean, I want to start the hashtag free the lever or levers for all, because this shouldn't be an April's Fool prank. This thing is flippin' fun. The lever is so freaking satisfying. And I think if they like made it into a real true product, it would just be absolutely off the hook. It would be absolutely off the hook and would be absolutely amazing. So now I have to, but it does work, Chaz. It absolutely does work. They built it into the software and everything. So yes. Open source the spec and people can mod what. Yeah, that would be sweet, Barry. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to take it apart and see how they actually wired up the button to the controller on the Stream Deck main board here and see how they actually did it, and then like figure out how to spoof it. I need to also ask them, are they going to leave in the Stream Deck Plus lever in the Stream Deck software? Because if they're not, I'm never going to be able to update the Stream Deck software. I'm going to have to always I'm going to have to always keep whatever version this version is, because we're going to integrate this into the stream. I even have Lever Cam, which has taken over Matrix Cam at the moment, because you can just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I don't know. We gotta let Foldster know. Hold on. We're gonna let Foldster know here. Let me just go to the Blue Sky and let all the folks know that we're streaming. Hold on here. Okay, let's do a new post. We're live, y'all. Talking more about the Stream Deck Plus lever, future videos, and then we'll work on a plugin. There we go. So I'm just gonna do twitch.tv/finite singularity. Does anyone, can someone paste a, well, no, I guess I can grab it. I need a link to the live stream on YouTube. We're gonna have to make something to automate all this stuff. Oh wait, where is a link to, oh, gosh, why does YouTube make it so difficult? I just wanna, oh, here we go. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so that's super simple. Never mind. YouTube doesn't make it difficult. And there we go. And then does anyone have the Streamplace link? while we're I'm just gonna go to Streamplace, and I think it's just at, well, we'll see. We'll get into this momentarily here. There I am. Do you want to go to your live dashboard? No, I don't, because I've got it actually opened elsewhere. And I've got this muted. So interesting. This is really interesting. I was getting messages from Foldster saying muted, and I'm not seeing those messages in the Streamplace chat. Hold on. That's interesting. Very interesting. Let me see. Did I mute Foldster? But your messages are showing up in social.ninja. So might be a chat from a different day that leaked or something. Possibly, though it's coming through at 10:15 a.m. Yeah, maybe it's a Stream Ninja thing. Maybe that is what it is. So, yeah, because I just keep seeing over and over again Foldster saying muted. So yeah, it must be a Stream Social Ninja issue. Let me just grab our stream here. There we go. Okay, we're all posted. I'm out of it today. it was a big day yesterday. Let's talk about the lever, because while it's not real, it's also real, which is pretty wild. Last week, kind of midweek, a box shows up at my doorstep. Let me go back a few days, and by a few days I mean back to like November at TwitchCon. I've got a couple streamer buddies. You all know. One is Nutty, the other is Shindigs, and I've got many more streamer buddies as well. But in this particular moment, it was Nutty and Shindigs, and we were hanging out at the Elgato booth. We started chatting with Julian, the general manager of Elgato, and Shindigs had not yet met Julian. And some of the first words out of Shindig's mouth were the words that every product person loves to hear in their first conversation with someone, which is, "Hey, I've got an idea for you." And Shindig said, "We need a Stream Deck that is a lever. One button, just a lever." And Julian was not sold at first. And Shindigs being Shindigs, if anyone here has met Shindigs or watched his stream, you know the awesome sauce that is Shindigs. Shindigs was able to completely sell Julian on the Stream Deck lever. And Julian said, "You know what? We're going to make one for each of you, for Nutty and Shindigs and I. And we're going to send them to you." And that was the end of the conversation. And we didn't hear anything back. And then midweek last week, a box shows up on my doorstep. And in said box was this guy right here. And Shindigs and Nutty and I got in a group chat. They got him too. And that was how the actual Stream Deck lever was born. So y'all can thank Shindigs for that. Like I said, it's fun. It's fun. It's got so many quirky little things. Here, we'll just hook it up here. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing the right USB cable here. Elgato is absolutely under the correct leadership now. Super impressive. It was really fun, Ellie Face. How are you doing? And it's just purples. How are you today? We're gonna plug this in. And as far as I know, this is the only Stream Deck that has a built-in mini game on the Stream Deck. This is just plugged into a USB power hub right now. It is not plugged in to any computer. And you can play slots to your heart's content on it. And like I was saying on the Elgato stream yesterday, I spent way too much time yesterday, or not yesterday, but when I got it, just trying to play the slot machine. Ellie Face, this would absolutely be right where you need to be. You would love this. I know with your slot streams that you do, this would be absolutely perfect. But did you win anything? I have won. I mean, it will do a win, and it tells you that you won. Oh, here we go. 2 7s. Nope, it didn't. 3 out of 4 7s. It does that to get us close. Our Gamba team is pivoting into slot busters, and I'll have more freedom to do stuff like this. Absolutely. So yes, and Tweedle, you asked, did I win anything? We all win. We all win when it comes to, even though it says we lost, we all win when it comes to the Stream Deck lever. So that's why this is not gambling. When everyone wins, it's not gambling. So right? Doesn't the logic fit with that one? So we're gonna unplug this here, and we're gonna go ahead and plug this in to my computer now. And hopefully I don't crash the stream like I did yesterday, because I've got a pretty quickly put together what's it called? Script for OBS that seemed to crash. But we are gonna check out now, just so y'all see how dedicated Elgato is to this whole Stream Deck Plus. And this is why it's got to be just easy for them just to manufacture this as a product. There is actually a Stream Deck Plus lever device here. And I see all the buttons, and here is the lever. Here is the lever. Let's switch this to, let's see, profile 1. Yeah, we'll switch to profile 1. And we're gonna go ahead here and let me just let's go to, just to prove to you that this actually works. I'm gonna grab Puppy Cam here, and I'm gonna copy Puppy Cam. We go back to our lever, and we're gonna paste our Puppy Cam. So this is gonna switch the scene to Puppy Cam, and you're also, if you look really hard, gonna see my feet because I'm in my cozy pajama pants today and I didn't put socks on. And so when I pull the lever, here, we'll switch to this scene. When I pull the lever, we switch to Puppy Cam. And there's Mr. Puppy himself, snoozing. Free feet pics, I know, right? I know there's some people that go for that. So if you like the feet, definitely sub. Definitely sub. We'll go that route. But yes, it actually works. It actually works. It's wow, Jesus pals. I know, right? I know. Well, I mean, we're turning into degenerates because we've got the second favorite subscribed to tier 1. Nice second favorite. You did actually subscribe at tier 1. Oh my god, it came through. That's one thing we gotta figure out here. The combined chat doesn't show me it was an actual sub. It looked like it was a message from you saying you subbed, but I see your sub come through. Thank you very, very much for the sub, second favorite. Apparently you like the feet. Did you check what Fortnite did? I did not check what Fortnite did. Any tips for getting the slot machine gear? Yeah, absolutely. I can show you an Ellie face. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. It was a $6 joke and it was worth it. It absolutely was. And second, are you calling me a joke then? Are you calling me a joke? What is the purpose of the lever? The purpose of the lever. Okay. You'll see the purpose of the lever in a moment when I show D Townsend tips for getting the slot machine working on the Stream Deck. So we can also pretend this is a normal Stream Deck and not use the lever. No backtracks while sweating. Let's just go to, is it profile 3? Yeah, we'll delete all the things here. And they made everybody's head big, and then they made your fingers as a game. Oh, very nice, very nice. So check this out. This is a real plugin you can download from the Elgato marketplace today, Slottius. And what you need to do, D Townsend, you need to make at least a 3x2 of the slot machine action. So we're going to go 3x2. And then these will change to the little slot machine icon. After you do that 3x2, grab your spin wheels option and place it in another button. And now, if you go to your Stream Deck, boom, you can hit the button and you can do the thing. You can also add another slot machine option down here. Oh, nope, I guess it's not going to do it. We'll move this over here. So if you have like a normal Stream Deck with the 15 buttons, you can end up doing a 4x2, and then this will actually show you how much you're betting and you can increase your bet. Oh, sorry. We where were we? We were here. And all I did, because I've got, well, you know what? Maybe I can just, no, I can't drag it to the knobs. That'd be nice if I could push a knob. If we add the slot machine option to 2 more, we're going to see it here. Let's take a look. If I were to open this Stream Deck, which isn't even connected to my machine, let's make a new profile here, and let's just see what happens if we drag it to like a bigger. I figured out what was wrong. I didn't realize you needed to add the buttons from left to right. Oh, okay. And that might be something they'll update in it. So let's see. How many more can we add? If we add 2 more, we get our bet up and our bet down. What happens if we start adding down here? I think it has to be in. Yeah, there we go. There must be more to it than this. Can it provide gradual? No. So Tweedle, it acts literally as a button when it gets pulled. So yeah. So you can build out, like, if you want to do your increment bet, your decrement bet. I wonder what would happen if we were to make this even bigger. What else is it going to add? Oh, then it can do 4 across. You can have it on a knob with an action trigger or a wheel. Perfect. That would work quite well. So now you'd have to add a button somewhere to actually trigger this thing, but that's how you build up. It's just add a bunch and then add a spin wheels button. So if we go back to the lever, now we can go ahead and do the thing with pulling the lever and doing the buttons. So Tweedle, what you need to understand, this whole thing was Elgato's April Fool's prank. It's unfortunately not a product you can buy, although folks were so oh, the mobile app. Yeah. That would be pretty wild. That would, or a Stream Deck Plus XL. Elgato. I'm talking to you, Elgato, because they're upstairs in my house. I don't know why I looked up to say that. I need one of those Stream Deck Plus XLs. They're pretty sweet. Actually, I think there's one on the way to me. I'm spoiled, chat. I'm very spoiled. But yeah, so but we need one now. I know. So yeah, it's not for sale, Jesus pals. That said, folks were super into it. And I don't know. Like, I could see, I'm not saying that this is going to happen at all. I have no idea what Elgato is planning, but I could see this having been we'll do it as an April Fool's prank. And if people really like it, maybe we make a product like that. Otherwise, we could just say it was a joke. Otherwise, we could say it was just a joke. Elgato, more like Elgatum. Indeed, Ryan, indeed. So maybe we can convince all of the Elgato folks to actually make this a product. I think we need a hashtag, something like free the lever or levers for all. And we need to make that. We absolutely need to make that a thing. We definitely do. Like I said, I'm gonna look at, maybe I'll take it apart and try to see what they did to integrate the lever on the side. I'm just wondering, what if the Stream Deck had GPI? Oh, that would be awesome, Pink Emma. That would be absolutely awesome. You could easily make a plastic piece that just presses a button. Yeah, you could definitely do something like that. You know, put something over the top of this, and when you pull the lever, it just presses that one button. Or maybe even presses the top button when you pull it back. That could be good. Oh, chat, maybe we have to design this. a 3D printable project that attaches onto the side of any Stream Deck. You could build it with different sizes. You could even have one for like a 15 key. You've totally lost me, Barry. You've totally lost me. You could even have one on a 15 key Stream Deck that the mechanism would hit, like, as you pull back, would hit 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh, Chad. I think I know what our next project is. I think I know what our next project is. How much do y'all want to dive into building an actual physical project, open sourced? Oh, this could be good. This could be good. You'll buy the lever. We might have to make this happen. I think we got to make this happen. That would be a fun project. And I've got a 3D printer just waiting to pump something out. You know, we could even, we could even do this using the Stream Deck modules. So you buy a Stream Deck module. Yes. Yes, and you have a USB ignition key that's on USB-C. I want to connect that to the Stream Deck in place of the lever. Well, we could possibly make that happen with a little actuator that pushes the button. Super cool, Barry. Super cool. Okay. We're going to start plotting. We're going to start plotting because if we did do the module, you could build the case with everything integrated. Yes. Yes. Okay. I think we got to do it. I think we got to do it. Okay. Can't start it quite yet. Can't start it quite yet. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what I've done with the lever. I wrote a script. I wrote a script here. Oh, wrong button. And said script turned into a pretty long script. It turned into a pretty long script. And what does said script do? Well, said script gives us options for a bunch of wheels. And when we go ahead, and I think it's profile 2. I hope this doesn't crash my stream. I really hope this doesn't crash my stream. When we go ahead and pull the lever, we're going to scoot this off to the side so you can see the pulling of the lever. Check this out. I hope this still works. Cam effect. Mac for 5 seconds. There we go. We've got a cam effect for the Mac, using the Mac effect for 5 seconds. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. 2 smoking barrels. Thank you very much for the follow. We've got a scene change to coding for 30 seconds. And there we go. Now we've gone to my coding scene. I better put some code on the screen. So it goes through, it selects 3 different options it can do. This don't look like no coding. Come on, Rugman. The little bounce on, I know, Barry. I was like, we need to have the little bounce at the end. We need to have the little bounce at the end. The animation was not easy. The animation was not easy. Let's see if we can get a clone to happen. Get a clone. Cam effect. Oh boy. Puppy. 30 seconds. There we go. And now I'm Ollie. I'm Ollie the dog, who's Also laying on the floor. Is this with move filters? Yes. Oh, no, actually it's not, Exceldro. It is not with move filters. If we go to this, I actually programmed the animation in... I went and grabbed the ease out. I went to that easing.net and programmed in the different, like, here's the ease out bounce. That's the only one we use. We make our wheels. I actually ended up commenting my code because I figured folks were going to want this code. I've got it up on my GitHub. Let's see. We got to look at what the tiles look like. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Essentially, I have a bunch of groups. Comments, that's just showing off. I know, right? Let's set this into studio mode. And I think we can switch to this scene. And then if I go to my slots here, what I've got here, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Jesus pals. Every once in a while, it just crashes and brings OBS down completely. So what I've got here are groups. So you see I've got 3 stacked groups with a color source and a text source. So let's look at one that's active right now. Oh, you're not seeing this? Oh, shoot. Get out of studio mode. I gotta switch to this. Sorry, once you go into studio mode, it gets all screwed up. So you're seeing the infinite thing, right? Let's go back. I thought it was showing. Unfortunately, chat is over the top of my actual preview window. So, oh, come on, don't do that. Let me go down here. There we go. So I've got an embedded scene here. Said embedded scene has a little source that is just our tick sound. Oh, it's not, I don't know if you hear that. We then have 3 groups of tiles for each wheel. So the middle one I'm calling group 2 here. It just contains a text, which gets labeled cam effect, and a color source, upon which I've added an advanced mask to round the corners and a stroke to add the border around it, and then a crop pad to kind of center it so that they're centered together. Like the upper one here, if we drag it down, has a different, they all are going to end up with a different thing on it. These actually are not populated when the first time you run the script. Then reel 2, you see there's 3 of them stacked here, and then reel 3, there are 3 of them stacked here. And Exceldro, if you could think of a way that this can be done with move, that would be fantastic. Hey Trey Live, hello. Oh my goodness. I'm not seeing. We're gonna have to find a different combined chat, folks. Because all of a sudden YouTube chat is not coming through to this chat. What on earth? I usually just browser source, and yeah, that would probably be a lot easier, Barry. I probably, man, you had to go point that out, right, Barry? You had to go point that out. Okay, so we've got these 3 sets set up. And let's go back here. This makes the wheels. So we essentially sort of, but let's see here. But it's sweet to do it like this with less dependencies. That's true. YouTube test. Okay, Jeff, that's working on YouTube now. I must have just missed Hey Trey's chat. I must have just missed it. I apologize, Hey Trey. Exactly. Okay, so let's switch out of studio mode here. And let's go back to this view, and we'll talk about the code that does this. I couldn't talk too much about the code on the Elgato stream yesterday because folks were not quite as into the code, but we went over it a little. So essentially, I set up a wheel that contains the 3 tiles. So you see we have group real 1, tile 1, real 1, tile 2, etc., which each have a text value and a color value. And then we return what kind of index we're on the wheel. We track kind of the state of the wheel, and then sort of the bounce state, as well as the tiles that we just set up. So we've got an object that is a wheel, and it contains 3 tiles, and each of and then the state of the wheel and which tile it's on. Let's see, what was, oh, these are all just a bunch of, to update the text, we give it a wheel name or a tile name, and it goes and updates the text. We also have the update the color and update the entry on the tile. Set group Y. This just takes a tile and switches its Y location. Pick random. Every time a tile goes off screen, we fill it with a new random value. Okay, so the tiles are not like continuous. Just after they go off the bottom of the screen, we fill them with a new random value and then send them to the top of the stack. So essentially what we do, we have our 3 tiles stacked. We animate the first tile going off the bottom of the screen. So let's say the bottom of the screen is here. So tile 1 animates going off the bottom. Tile 2 has already been populated. Then tile 1 goes up and goes above the current tile that's off the top of the screen. So we kind of have a buffer tile in there, and we keep animating that going through. So it's a pretty complex set of things that has to go on. And then of course we have to animate like the speed that the tiles are moving at. And so in each tick, we just update where is the tile, what speed is it going at, is the wheel going at, etc., etc., etc. And then we execute the results. Oh, that's the one other thing that we do. Sorry, we're gonna go back a step. Notice we have wheel 1 options here. We have what it's gonna do. It's gonna change a scene for the first one, and it's going to its label is going to be scene change, and its color is going to be whatever this color ended up being. And then there's a 1 here. The 1 is which option set for wheel 2 do you grab once you settle on wheel 1. So this is saying grab option set 1, which are scenes we might want to change to. Wheel 2, or if we get cam effect, we get options 2, which are the different things we might want to trigger for our face stuff. And then finally, wheel 3. Options for 3. And so on and so forth. So then these have options for wheel 3 that we set that way. Just about how I do it. So you only have 3 out of 4 yeah, exactly. But what we end up doing, oh, why is it highlighting everything when I click on it? What was I going to say? Before we select before wheel 1 lands on something, we actually populate with all of the wheel 2 options. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but before we settle on wheel 1, you'll see both scenes to switch to and effects to pull off, and clones. It's pretty hard to see, but I see Thanos and Mac and Puppy, and now we settled on cam effect, and so doing that. Hey, DeGrowly Bear, what's going on? Double dip away. So now we got the TV head effect that just dropped down. I don't recall how long we're going to be TV head for, but we'll be TV head for a while. So yeah, that's the. I don't know why clones aren't getting picked. Well, I gotta wait for TV head to expire. Or I can restart I can always restart the script. I don't know, was it for like a minute or something? Just gotta keep spinning, indeed. Here, I'm just gonna, didn't want to restart. I'll restart that one. I should have a script interrupt of some sort. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, shoot, that was the wrong button. Oops. Let's re-arrive here. Let's see. Can we get a clone? I don't know. I don't know why it's not ever landing on clone. Maybe it's just, maybe it is rigged against the clones. Gotta keep spinning. Okay, we'll try one more time. Can we get a clone, please? Is my random algorithm broken? There we go. The clone will be Lumberjack. Thank goodness it's not that other one. Thank goodness it's not that. Oh, but he's phasing through the door. He's phasing through the door. What up, LJ?
You know,
what?
This code's got a lot of wild underbrush that needs to be logged right out.
Absolutely.
Time to sharpen that axe and cut away the excess to keep things running smoothly, eh?
Hey. Hey, Cad, how you doing? So yes. Yes. That is what I built out for this. Hey, you're doing good. That's good to hear, Cad. That's good to hear. So that is the Stream Deck lever. I want to find ways that we can integrate it into the stream because it's too much fun. It's too much fun. It would be fun to have one where you pull the lever and a trapdoor opens and I drop out the bottom or something like that. How much? What? How much do I want for it? It's priceless. It's priceless. But like I said, let's build a Stream Deck lever with a 3D printer. 500. You'll DM me. 500. Now you got me thinking. I wonder if I can get those Elgato guys to build me another one. Yeah, maybe I can contact the Elgato engineer who built the original one. Maybe he can, maybe I can split it with him and he can build us. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so that is the Stream Deck lever. Would love to hear ideas y'all have for it. If you haven't watched the video, I did make an absolutely wacky video reviewing the Stream Deck Plus lever. So if Exceldro or anyone in chat, if someone wouldn't mind grabbing that link and posting it, I can't get, what's it called, to post. Well, maybe I can. Let me just check. Where does this come from? Okay. So it looks like that. Oh, it did post. No. Oh, it did. It posted to both. Nice. Nice. Links isn't working. Uh-oh. Let me just go. I'll go grab the video. That's fine. F15y.com doesn't work. Oh, we got to fix that too. I got so many things that need fixing these days. Where is, hold on, we'll post the link here for y'all. Where did you go? Videos. Okay, there we go. Copy link. Okay, so I guess I can post to all of the chats. Yes, it works. There we go. You might need to add this function as a channel redeem, just a point redeem for like 10,000. Wait, which function? Pull the lever? Oh, we should. Yeah, we can do like a 5,000 channel point redeem of pull the lever, which could potentially send us to the BRB scene for 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That's a great idea. And we'll turn on channel point. Well, yeah, we'll turn on channel point. Hold on, where's my dashboard? Let me go to my dashboard. We're going to go to community. No, it's not even community. It's under content. Viewer rewards. Let's see. Power. Okay, here we go. So we got to turn a bunch of stuff on. Why did I turn it all off? Oh, because I was on like a super important call. That's right. I was on this big call. No, it wasn't for the Elgato stream yesterday because I streamed on their channel. Which none of the stuff was even hooked up. So Mac Classic, Finite Kerbal, Only Hope, Water. I turned them off for something else. TV, hacker mode. And I really shouldn't turn, oh boy, here we go. Boom. Okay, so let's make a new one. I know you couldn't, CAD. That was by design. Finally, water. You were thirsty. Nice. Okay, new custom reward. Pull the lever. No, don't spill. God. What should pull the lever cost? 5,000? Then another for wrong level cronk. Wrong lever cronk? Yes, we'll do one for that. They'll both do the same thing. Redemption cooldown. I'm gonna do a cooldown on it. And it'll be 10 minutes. Create. And then we'll make another. And that one will be 10,000. It needs to say pull the lever cronk when the redeem is used. No, we're making another redeem called wrong lever cronk. And this one will only have a 5-minute cooldown timer. I know y'all are gonna troll me on these things. So there you go. I think all the redeems should be back, including the 2 new ones. Now I just gotta see where am I actually going to see the redeems come through. Yeah, what we should do, maybe what we should, well, yeah, 'cause sometimes I don't see the stuff pop in OBS either. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. Y'all just have to yell if I don't see the redeem, because well, I do see the redeem. I guess I do see the redeem here in the combined chat. I wonder if there's a theme for Social Ninja to make actions pop out a little bit more, like have a red background or something. That would be good. Okay. Let's you would hear it if it said pull the lever cronk. Oh, you're saying an audio thing yeah, that would be good. Let me think about how we'd wire that up. Can we get the audio for pull the lever cronk? Let me think here for a second. But that would only happen. Wait a second. Cronk be like half price and triple timer? Yeah, I did Cronk double price and half timer is how I did it. Is it going to be too expensive? Oh, do we want to do this now? It's 11 o'clock. Do we want to wire this up now? We can try wiring this up now. Let's see what we can do here. So we're gonna look up pull the lever cronk MP3. There we go. So voice mod has all these sound effects you can grab. Yeah, but that's YouTube. It's harder to get off of YouTube. Oh, can you hold on 1 minute, chat? Hold on. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I've used some of those apps and stuff, Cat. I found one here, I think, that God, I don't want to find. I don't care. Let's see what this one sounds like. I don't know if y'all hear it.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Yep, that would be it. That would be it. So let's grab this one. I don't think you heard it because all of my audio mixing got a little bit mixed up. So that one's actually better than yours. Awesome, awesome. Okay, you did hear it. Perfect. So we're gonna download you. And hey, Mr. Twist, how you doing? Let's see, we've got that. My only issue here is we're trying to do this live on the active OBS, which is always kind of fun. Let me open this up and we're gonna need to shorten it a little bit. So let's go, hold on here. We're gonna go ahead here and I'm gonna rename you. Nope, I'm not gonna rename you. We're gonna open Audacity. The audacity. I really don't like all this like pop-up stuff that Audacity is doing now. It's really annoying. So we're gonna do this and let's just shorten this to here. Does that work? Delete. Let's see what we got.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Did y'all hear that? Did that end up doing the thing? We're going to export audio here. And we're going to go ahead and go to all my streaming stuff. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Stream theme. Audio. We're just going to call you Pull the Lever, Kronk. Export. Perfect. Save probably now. I don't need to save the project. Okay, so we got Pull the Lever, Kronk. I think the next thing we're gonna do, let's go back into the studio mode thing again. I'm gonna move you down here, chat. We're gonna go to studio mode. And how does this look? Y'all are seeing this. Okay. So I think we'll put the Pull the Lever, Kronk in my overlay, which is where? Bars overlay. So this should go, I think this should play. Very nice, Steve. We're going to add a media source. Pull the Lever, Kronk is what I will call it. Wait, why did... Oh, crud. Get out of studio mode. Oh. Switch to this scene. Get back in studio mode. There we go. Now y'all can see it. And we're going to go... What I was trying to do was put this on my bars overlay scene. And we're, let's see, restart playback when source becomes active. That's what we want to do. We're going to go here. We're going to go back to our streaming stuff, stream theme, audio. Pull the Lever, Kronk. Why am I not seeing Pull the Lever, Kronk? Did I add this to the wrong scene? Oh, shoot. Did I... What did I... Add source. Media. Add existing. Do we have Pull the Lever, Kronk? There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm not hearing it. Are you all hearing it? Hey, Rambling Geek, what's going on? Let me turn on monitoring. We hear it. Okay, good, good. Is the volume good? For,
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Yep, okay, good, good. So we're gonna turn you off. And then could be slightly louder, but good otherwise. I think to make it, well, I can add a filter to this. Let's just add a VST. Oh, there's a gain filter right here. Let's see how this goes. I hope it doesn't start. Hold on, we're gonna... Well, music would be playing anyways, so it would sound like this. So let's see what we get here. Was that any better? Now I'm not hearing it again. Can't hear it. Interesting. Oh, you know what?
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Is that better? It's definitely a smarter idea to actually turn the source on when you're trying to play it, rather than just playing it when the source is turned off. That could cause some issues. Okay, so then what we need to do is should we just do like a giant text source? I come here for pro tips like turn the thing on when you want to use it. Indeed. Indeed. It's only the best. Only the best for my viewers. Okay, so we're gonna do pull the lever. And why are we getting cut off? Oh, because we're off the side of the screen. We want to do a fun font. So let's do something like Hand of Game Dev Dan, which I kind of like this font. That's a fun one, isn't it? I think that's a fun one. So we're gonna click OK on this. We're going to rotate this. And let's see, our rotation, let's do like 30 degrees. No, negative 30 degrees. There we go. And maybe negative 20. I think that looks pretty good. So we could have this appear and then disappear after a certain amount of time. So let's just add a show transition. Maybe I do a Luma wipe. And we'll do something like cloud. That'll be good. And what does upping the softness look like? Okay, I like that. So now, we liking that? I'm liking that. And then disappear. We're gonna once again go here. We're gonna right click and we're gonna do hide transition. And that's going off the side of the screen, of course. Another Luma wipe. We'll do another cloud. And 0.2. So now when we turn it off, it goes like that. I think that looks pretty good. Let's add to filters here. Let's add a drop shadow to it. Thank you, Theo. It was awesome having you there. Okay, so we're gonna add a shadow to this. Wait, the lever is an actual thing? It is, Jalopy Jones. It is. So we see pull the lever on. Let's set this to dual Kawase. We'll make the size. And let's, you know what? Instead of this, what if we did like orange or something? We did a, yeah. Yeah, I think you'll see in a minute, Jalopy Jones. Should we do that? I'm liking that. I'm liking the orange. You and your orange. I love orange. I love orange. Surprised they haven't released the 3D print so we can print our own. So the problem, Rambling Geek, is it's not just a 3D print. They actually wired it up somehow to the Stream Deck Plus board because it acts as another button. So it's not just a matter, it is actually a functional Stream Deck button that does the thing. So I don't know. I'm really tempted to open it up and see how they did it. But so did they send you a whole extra? Yes, this is a whole additional Stream Deck Plus that showed up at my door. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I am totally, oh, here, we'll turn off the lever, pull the lever, and we'll switch over so you can, oh, hold on, we'll get out of studio mode now. Where did we go? Come on. There you go. So here it is. Here is the Stream Deck Plus lever. Can I actually zoom out a little bit? There we go. Now we can see it a little bit better. Nutty was right. They should put a lever on both sides. So what we decided at the beginning of the stream is that we're gonna, one of our next projects, it does Jalopy Jones. It does. It can do, it acts as a Stream Deck button. So it can do anything you can attach to a Stream Deck button. And we're currently wiring up something. Yeah, it just acts as a button. We're currently wiring something up where there will be a redeem where you all have to tell me to pull the lever and then we'll see what it does. But that being said, let's finish up this actual redeem. I think, how have you managed to open it? I haven't yet, Rambling Geek. How have you not managed to open it? I needed it, so I was on Elgato's stream yesterday demoing it. Turn around. What are we bringing clones out here? Oh, turn it around? There you go. But Shindigs, when it came in, this piece had come loose in shipping, and there was a wire that went into, like, there was a hole drilled behind this in the back of the Stream Deck, and a wire. God, rug mat! Okay, fine. We'll pull the lever, but we haven't wired up the fun part, the other fun part. Here we go, rug mat. Pull the lever. What's it gonna be? A scene? Oh no, a scene change. Hopefully it's not for too long. Okay. We get to just look at the, we get to just look at the thing. This is the Matrix cam right now because I needed it pointing on this. We get to just admire the thing with me, Tiny. I can't reach the lever. I can give Ollie some scratches though. Oh, get the Ollie. What a waste of points. No points are wasted on this channel. Okay, so what we need to do next. We are going to. So does the lever cost more? It's priceless, Jalopy Jones. It's priceless. They're totally sold out of the lever. Jalopy Jones, it was, I'm gonna say their second most elaborate April Fool's prank ever. They built, I think, 5 of them and sent 3 of them, one to Shindigs, one to me, one to Nutty. And then 2 of them are at Elgato HQ. Yeah. The most elaborate one that they've ever done was the Stream Deck desk last year. where they used Stream Deck modules and completely covered the surface of a desk with buttons. And they actually managed to wire all 60 of them, or however many it was, up to USB hubs and have it work on an actual PC. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. They had it at TwitchCon. Was it last year or the year before? It was absolutely incredible. Okay. So let's figure out how we're gonna wire this bit up now. We're gonna switch to this scene, and I'm gonna go to studio mode. And let's see, we're going to go here. What I want to do, let's go to our scene here. And we want to be able to toggle this thing all off and on together. So we'll do it on this. We'll add a filter here. And this will be a move action. We'll call it turn on audio. Oh. And this action is going to be to turn on, you know what, we'll just call it audio. And this action is going to be to do a source visibility on our, oh God, good Lord. Scene utility, where did it go? What's this one called, or is it scene component? Scene component bars output. Scene component bars overlay. There we go. And the source we want to turn on is going to be our pull the lever cronk media. How long does this go for? Oh, wrong one. Looks like it's 7 seconds.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
So I'll have it go for 8 seconds. And then the end action will be source visibility. Bars, overlay, pull the lever cronk, disable. And we will have this thing, start trigger will be activate when this filter becomes shown in the final mix. And then we're also going to add a timer to turn this source back off. So we'll do another move action. And let's see, this will just be 8,000 milliseconds. This is why I like Elgato. Why did we do this? Because we can, indeed. They are a lot of fun. Elgato is so much fun. Okay. Last thing here, this is going to be scene component, bars overlay, source, but this will be the pull the lever text, and we want to disable it, and the start trigger will be activate when this filter becomes shown in the final mix. So what we should be able to do now, see if this works.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Why did that not work? Because that wasn't what I was supposed to turn on. I was supposed to turn on this one.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Perfect. Perfect.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Okay. So there we go. Hey, Maple Glades. How you doing? The last thing we need to do is have that get triggered when we do the channel point redemption. And maybe we'll just, yeah, we'll have both of them fire it off. So let me go to, didn't see the whole key. Actually, the Tau token doesn't even matter, but you didn't see it anyways. That is a long token. That would be great, leaking secrets on stream. I've never done that before. So if we go to features, main overlay, and now I need to grab the ID of these two redeems. There's a first for everything. Let's see. Face cam effect. Oh yeah, this is in my services. I guess this is going to be considered a face cam effect. Case throwback. Let me see here. Okay. Just looking here. So what we're going to need to do is grab, where do I have all the settings for this? All right, then keep your secrets. This is going to be super easy because we just have to enable. There we go. Okay, face cam QIDs. Now I need to go grab, we're going to have to do what? We're going to have to go to Tau. This is something we haven't done in a long time. So we at least have it for this pull the lever. Oh. You know, Barry, I've got a request. I've got a request for you to pass on to the Twitch devs team, even though I could just request it anyways. But you have a lot more pull with them. Oh, Barry's in a meeting. Barry's in a meeting, so I can't even get Barry's attention here. Hold on. We're gonna try refreshing you, and I'm gonna try a channel points custom reward redemption ad test. And the reward is going to be the original pull the lever because I want both of them. There we go. It's not going to do anything right now, but there we go. We've got the reward ID here. So this is going to be the regular pull the lever. And why will you not paste? There we go. Come on. Pull the lever, and then we'll grab the pull the lever Kronk one. This is your first time hearing about Tau. Hey, Wolfie Master, what's going on? Yeah, we haven't done anything in Tau in a very, very long time. Tau is the Twitch API unifier. It's old and dated, but it still works for what I do. It was the first thing that I built on stream. And so, yes, that is Tau. And this is pull the lever Kronk. Let's see. So then we're going to need to grab both of these. And then we have our map. Ah, here we go. That works. Perfect. So those are our events that are going to come through. Next up, we need to go up to our face cam effects service. And then we're going to have our case. And what is it? Pull the lever. And I'm also going to do case pull the lever cronk. There we go. And then what I'm going to need to do is what? We're going to do a set. No, we don't need to do a set timeout because this could happen. This could happen in line with everything else. We'll just have to do a this dot tau dot pop face cam. No, pop face cam event. And then I need to do a break. But before this, we need to do a scene change. Or sorry, oh boy. OBS service. What do we need to do here? It has been so long since I've worked on any of this. Call batch effect. Oh, fart. We need to, this is what I really don't like about the new stuff here. Okay. Get scene, request, output variables. What if I just want to enable? Toggle scene item. Here we go. Okay, so I can actually easily do this. I wrote convenience functions for all of this. So it will be called pull the lever. We're going to toggle a scene item. The scene name is going to be, what was it? Scene component bars overlay. And what we're going to toggle on is going to be this one. There we go. And then we can go back to here and we can say this.obs.pull the lever. And we don't need to do any kind of timeout or anything. We literally just have to call it. So we'll save that. And let's give it a test. Is it going to work?
Pull the lever, cronk.
There we go. And then I pull the lever. Oh no, we're getting water guy clone. Oh. It's because I'm in studio mode. There we go. Doesn't work in studio mode. Thank you. Oh good, you were nice and quick. So there, oh, did I call it ROG lever cronk? I even spelled the redeem wrong. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Where is, here we go. Edit. WRONG. And should we do, we'll name the other one pull the lever cronk. And then the other redeem will be wrong lever cronk. There we go. The other thing we could consider doing. Oh.
Pull the lever, cronk.
If you insist. I wonder if we should switch. I don't know. I'm going to have to. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? We got a cam effect. TV head for 15 seconds. Oh. I don't know. I know you don't watch Twitter anymore, but there's a nice use effect using advanced masks. Very cool. Very cool. So there you go, 1UpCat. We built it. Now I just need to be able to copy. Okay. Oh no.
Pull
Another
the lever.
redeem of pull the lever. What are we gonna have? Cam effect. Thanos. For a minute. One is twice as expensive and has half the cooldown, CAD. They both do the same thing, because why not? Why not? Let's see here. I am going to switch here. We're going to check out this, let's see. We're going to switch scenes now. Let's see what we got here.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Oh, did I just turn that on somehow? Oh, remember when I didn't know where that audio source went? I found it. It's in the upper right monitor scene. So I gotta delete that. I was like, why are we doing this again? Remove. Okay, let's check this out. Let's check this out. It did turn on when I'd switch scenes. It did. So I've now deleted it from that scene. Okay. I may have stayed up all night to make my spin on the 007 intro using Exceldra's OBS Move Transition plugin and Finite's Advanced Mask. I think it turned out pretty... Oh, I think I know what this is going to look like. Because I think we did something similar to this, didn't we? Nice. Ours was different, but this is cool. Super cool. Ah! Very, very cool. That is awesome. I still get notifications on X, even though I don't use it. Super, super cool. Can someone who's still on X respond back saying Finite saw it and he says it's super, super cool? I know we did. I think we've got a video on here. I don't even know how we'd find it. Like, how do you find your own posts? I know we did a... Let's see here. How do we do... Is there a way we can do 007? Will that search for both? Oh, this is it. Yes, we made this a long time ago. That was the 007 we did. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was a fun day. I probably need to get some of these things up in other places. True cinema, Wolfie. True cinema. I heard I was nominated for one of those awards. One of those, like, I don't think it was quite an Oscar, but it was one of those. But yes, that was when right around the time we were releasing Advanced Mask. So that was a fun stream when we built all that. Cool. Well, it is let's see, what time do we got here? How long has the stream been going on? An hour and 34. Okay, so I think here's my issue. Here's my issue, chat. I'm actually working on losing weight, and I'm doing the old...
Pull the lever, Kronk.
If you insist. That would be pretty cool, Dimitri. Unfortunately, we're getting all cam effects. TV head again for 30 seconds. Boom. So yes, I'm doing the intermittent fasting thing. And by intermittent fasting, I don't eat after dinner, and I eat at about 11:30 the next morning, and it is 11:37 right now, and my tum-tum is like, it be eating time. So we're gonna power through the next 20-25 minutes or so. Why don't you call it lever? I should. I've been on the intermittent fasting kind of thing too since January. It's working great for me. It's been working absolutely amazing. You only eat from 6 to 8 p.m. Oh my goodness, I could not do that, YOLO. I could not do that. Yeah, so it ends up being the 16-8 thing for me as well, because, you know, between like, you know, 6 p.m. and 11 a.m., that's what, 6 plus, oh, I guess I'm doing 17 hours. So, yeah, hey, if it's working for you, 100%, I just wouldn't be able to do it. Hello, sir, any Angular streamer you can advise on Twitch? I don't find much. So, Tukes, I used to be one of the only Angular streamers on Twitch, and I have not streamed any Angular work for, oh God, probably 2-3 years. What's an Angular exactly? I still write Angular because I've got a legacy Angular app that I have to support. And yeah, we converted him. Yeah, I went from TypeScript to C++. Khalid, no, we don't do that here, Khalid. We don't do that here. All frameworks have their uses. And actually, it was at the time that I started this app, I had to choose between React Native and Ionic plus Angular. And at the time, React Native was in its infancy. And yeah, they're just, you had to write more native code than React code. So I picked Angular and Ionic, and this project has been going on for like 9 years. No, it's all good. It's all good, Khalid. Angular 21 is awesome. I am stuck at Angular like 18 or something because of some, it's hard. It's hard. And to think, even parts of the Windows Start menu are written in React Native. I know. It's gone absolutely bonkers with the things. So what else do we want to do today? We implemented the pull the lever, which has been lots of fun. I'm realizing my docs are all not set up right. Let me re-add this doc. There we go. Okay, sorry. Now my docs are set up. One of the things that I did in the last week while I wasn't streaming, because I don't know if y'all remember, a couple weeks ago, I think it was like almost like the last time I streamed on my own channel. We had some issues. We had some issues with OBS, dropping frames, taking up a whole bunch of the workbench is done, Dimitri. The workbench is done. Unfortunately, I'm using the camera for the workbench right here, but it is complete. We need to start doing some projects over on the workbench. One of which is going to be the Stream Deck module lever, which I think is going to be awesome. But as I was saying, I was having all these problems where I was dropping lots of frames in OBS. It was chewing up a bunch of my CPU. I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. I updated OBS. I'm now on the latest version of OBS, 32.1. and all my issues, knock on wood, seemed to have disappeared. So how long till plugin manager is more than just list the installed plugins? I can't give any specific date on it. We're currently working on, so in order to be able to have the plugin manager actually and it does do more than just list the installed plugins. It lets you toggle plugins off and on for the next restart, so you can test plugins that way. So that being said, in order to actually manage, like install and uninstall plugins with the plugin manager, hold on, we're gonna go to a talking scene here. We needed to completely refactor how plugins get pulled into OBS. And that is what I've been working on for like the last 6 months. And we've had to, because the way plugins get pulled in to core and work with the core library and stuff is kind of foundational to how OBS works, because I don't know if you realize this, but essentially everything in OBS that you can do as a source or whatever comes in the form of a plugin or module. There's just core plugins that come with OBS, but they all kind of work the same way. And so that had to be done very, very carefully. And it is working, but we're in kind of a final refactoring of things. We're calling that kind of Plugin Manager 1.5. And alongside Plugin Manager 1.5, when it gets released, the new plugin format will be released as well, so that Exceldro and myself and other plugin authors can start converting plugins to load in a new way. The way it's going to kind of work is that old plugins for the next version or two of OBS, once Plugin Manager 1.5 comes out, will all load properly, but they will show up in the Plugin Manager as being legacy plugins. We're also looking into a way of, within OBS, being able to say, please move all of these plugin components to the proper places so that they don't act as legacy anymore. And so we can kind of convert a legacy plugin layout in OBS to the new version. But we also want to urge plugin authors to then upgrade their plugins for the new format, which it won't be too hard. Like the actual code you have to do in your plugins won't change at all. It's just how the plugins are structured in the file system. So that'll be pretty easy. So Plugin Manager 1.5 hopefully will be going into OBS. The OBS will probably be merging those in hopefully in the next month. I really want it to be in the next month. And then once that's done, we're going to be working on the true Plugin Manager 2.0, which is going to allow the end user to install a plugin from one of these new plugin file layouts directly within OBS, where you can just browse to where the plugin is and install it, and it'll also allow you to uninstall the plugin. I can't give you a date on when that's going to be done. And then obviously Plugin Manager 3, which is the big one, is when the OBS team actually hosts plugins, and there's a plugin browser in OBS that you can go grab plugins and download. But backend stuff needs to be built for that, and that's a whole nother ball of wax. But we are absolutely taking steps on getting there. So I hope did that answer your question enough? I hope, because I don't think I can say anymore. But that's kind of where we're at with it. And it feels good. Like, a lot of things needed to happen to modernize how OBS is dealing with plugins and stuff. And a lot of that stuff that goes on under the hood has been done over the last 6 months. And it has been a very fun process for me, because I've learned more about how OBS works going through that whole process than I thought I would ever know. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and I'm really excited. We're also gonna hopefully, I mean, one of the things that I want to implement is allowing plugins to have dependencies on other plugins. So you could have plugin A request that the user install plugin B. It would not be automated because it would always be up to the user, but basically once there's that repository of plugins, we can say, Like for the Elgato Marketplace Connect plugin, it would allow you, if you were installing a Marketplace Connect scene collection and were missing one of the plugins that were required, it could pop up a thing saying, would you like to install these 2 missing plugins? And boom, it can install the missing plugins. It would also let Exceldro and I and other plugin authors do things like one of my ideas is if you have Advanced Mask installed and you were to, let's see, you have Advanced Mask installed and you were to want to do some of the really cool noise masking stuff, to be able to have Advanced Mask directly tap into the noise plugin and generate noise-based masks if you have the noise plugin installed. And so then you could have an option in Advanced Mask where it says add the noise plugin, and it would just go get the noise plugin for you and install it. So these are the kinds of things that we can do when we get to that sort of next stage. Mostly curious because you intend to have some plugins. The plugin manager will greatly reduce friction for non-technical. Abs 100%, Wolfie, and that is absolutely the goal of the plugin manager. You don't know how many like issues people open on GitHub and on the OBS forums and stuff that Exceldro and I see, where someone is like, your plugin doesn't work. And it's because they weren't installing it right. Because frankly, it's kind of a pain in the butt to install plugins. And we're trying to make that as easy and frictionless as possible, so that people just have a much better experience with the whole plugin thing. Kilobyte, how you doing? Happy Thursday to you as well. Yeah, so that was this week. I was alluding to something big happening this week, and that big thing was the lever. If any of y'all are on the Discord, feel free to, let's see, is this gonna work? I don't even know if this will work. It did. At least for Twitch. We need to figure out how to get these links to pop on YouTube as well. Rugmat, can you have your bot go to YouTube as well and pop those things in chat? Jump on the Discord. I think we can think of some really fun stuff to do with the lever. I'm totally pumped for the lever. Next week we will get back into working on the was a joke. It was not a joke. There was no joke. The lever's not a joke, Jalopy Jones. Oh no. The lever is a complete and total joke. We're gonna have clones on me. Invalid invite. Oh, crud. Okay, hold on. I'll paste a valid invite. Just a minute. But it's a fun joke. Okay, fair enough. I forgot we had to update our Rugmat. If you're around, we have to update the thing on your bot. Where is... here we go. I'm getting a better link for it. I forgot about that. There you go. Try that one, Wolfie Master. That one should work better. Hopefully. Let me know if it doesn't, because then we got real issues. But yeah, if anyone wants to jump on in to the Discord, we're gonna be thinking up ideas for the lever. I really do want to start this project. I think it would be absolutely awesome. What if there are people who are willing to pay for the lever? I think there are, DeGrowly Bear. And like I said earlier in the stream, I have no idea what Elgato is planning. But everyone who has physically used the lever has had so much fun with it that all I'm saying is I would not be surprised if a year from now there is an actual, or 2 years or whatever. Don't try to read into that at all, because I seriously have zero idea whatsoever. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it an actual thing because it is fun. You put your to-do list attached to the lever button and it can random. Oh, that would be good. What sort of safety checks and balances do you have for the lever? One man should not be allowed to wield that much. Do I need to ban you, C64? Shh. It's my lever, and I can do what I want with this lever, and you can't stop. Oh boy, we got a cam effect. We're Thanosing again. Only for 5 seconds. So it's a lot of fun, chat. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. But again, don't read anything into that because absolutely don't read anything into that. There's nothing to be read in it. Activate lights. Yes, I have thought about that one as well. The random time is great. I know. It's just we're gonna lever because the lever is the lever. Scene change. Oh boy. BRB. We'll see you in a minute, chat. Oh, finishing. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're just, okay. Mr. Twist, do you have to pick from every scene or is there a way to pick from a list of your crafting? Mr. Twist, mine is set up. I only have 5 scenes that I pick from. This is all a script I wrote, which, by the way, if you're interested in the script, which you could wire up just to a button on your Stream Deck. I'll let the oh, come on. How you doing?
This here code is a little shy on comments.
Okay.
Kind of like a lumberjack without a guidebook.
If you say so.
Adding some more explanation for complex sections or key decisions would make the whole thing as clear as a forest path and help future folks navigate through it.
I did a lot of comments in this script. I'll post a link to the new repo. Hold on here. So we actually have, it's the OBS randomizer script. You need to set up it. I'm actually gonna I'll probably add to the script a piece to set up your wheel, the wheels and stuff, but this is specific to my setup. But if you want to take a read through it and see how it might work, feel free to check out the randomizer script there. Again, it's only as an example for right now. Maybe we can flesh this thing out into something that folks could use to drop in and it'll set up the sources and everything that they need to do things. We'll have to think a little bit about that. So story time. Jalopy Jones redeemed story time, which was, and I quote, "Tell me the story of how you came about this lever and why Elgato wanted you to be on their stream channel." So about a bit less than a year ago, I was in a place called San Diego at an event called TwitchCon. And I was hanging out with a couple streamer buddies of mine, one of which is named Nutty, another who goes by Shindigs. And we were hanging out at the Elgato booth. And as we were hanging out, we bumped into the one, the only Julian, who is the general manager of Elgato and is, I'm just going to say it, he's a cool cat. Julian is fan-freaking-tastic. He's super chill, super cool, great guy. If you ever have a chance to meet Julian and chat with him, take advantage of it, because he is absolute good people. So we're sitting there chatting, and yeah, Shindigs whips out, in his first time talking to Julian, whips out a, have I got a product idea for you? I think you could almost see Julian's eyes glaze over, right? Because that's what like people who make products love hearing. Have I got a product idea for you? And Shindig says, we need a lever, a Stream Deck lever. And Julian's like, what do you mean a Stream Deck lever? And he's like, a lever that I can, and he kind of did like a big lever like this. A lever that I could just pull and it can trigger Stream Deck actions. And Julian was skeptical. And Shindig started rattling off ideas for the lever, many of which we've talked about today. He's like, I want a trap door. I want to be able to go to hyperspace. I want, he had a slot machine. And by the end of this conversation, we were all brainstorming ideas for what you could do with a lever, including Julian. And Julian says, well, I got to run off to something, but I'm going to build you each a lever. I'm going to have the engineers build you each a Stream Deck lever that will work, and we will send them to you. And then we didn't hear a thing. We didn't hear a thing about it until about a week ago, when a package showed up at my door. And sure enough, in that package was a Stream Deck lever. And then the Elgato folks reached out and they were like, we've got the lever. It's going to be the April Fool's thing. We want you guys to build some fun, wacky stuff with it. And so we did. And I made my review video of the lever and sent it off to the Elgato folks to see before we released it, because I had to wait until they were announcing the lever to actually release the video. And the day before yesterday, they reached out and they said, do you want to take over the Elgato stream and show off the lever? And I was like, heck yeah. And so that's what we did. That's what we did. But it wasn't an April Fool's thing, Finite. No, not at all. One up. Not at all. So that is how the lever came to be. Are the lights not flickering? Well, they're flickering. They're just really subtle for some reason. This is what we call a prototype. It might be. It might be. I mean, I could totally see them releasing this on April Fools. And if everyone was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, they'd be like, yeah, we know, April Fools. But if everyone, which the feedback has kind of been like, oh my God, I need a lever. Like I said, I could see them being like, okay, we're going to make a lever. If it's just a big button, couldn't one make a facsimile with 3? Yeah, so the issue is channel point reward that gives your dog a treat and the lever. So here's the problem with that here, C64. Mr. Oliver here. He has got the equivalent of doggy Crohn's disease, and he can't eat treats or he will get very sick. He can eat like one particular type of food, and that is it. So it could be offering him some kibble depending on what the lever determines. That could happen, but it wouldn't be too, yeah, it's too bad, but you know, he lives a really good life. He lives a really good life, and he eats the most expensive dog food known to man. His dog food, chat. He goes through a 24-pound bag every 3 weeks. It is $150 a bag. It is so expensive. It is so expensive, but only the best for Mr. Oliver. Only the best. So yeah, so the big button couldn't make a facsimile with 3D printer. So the problem, Steve, at least in this case, that's not that bad really. No, the bag says he should be going through 24 pounds in about 6 weeks. He eats about double what he should because his digestive tract like doesn't absorb stuff. So he's got to eat a bunch more. He's a skinny dog, but that's what ends up happening. But Steve, the problem here is if you look kind of back here, you can't see it because it's covered, but here's the lever and there's wires that actually go into the main board of the Stream Deck Plus here. So you'd need to have some way of wiring the button press or the pull into the actual Stream Deck hardware to send it on. So they must have some, I know Jalopy Jones, I'm so tempted to tear it apart, but I really don't want to because I don't want to break it. We'll see. No, I'm not doing it right now. I also, Jalopy Jones, there may be some like proprietary stuff in here that they use to tap in, and it may be something that Elgato does not want shown on camera. So I need to like be careful about actually tearing it down in front of folks. So I'll need to talk to my people and see. So because I honestly don't know how they would have tapped in to the existing board. Let's tear it down anyways. So my thought though, here's my thought. We'll order a Stream Deck module and then we'll what? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta check something. No, unfortunately, I've only got what's it called? One of the little ones. There's got to be some pads in there that they tapped into, of which the only difference is no, but so the board for the Stream Deck Plus is a completely different board from any of the other Stream Decks. So that's what makes me wonder. Maybe there's like you don't have to believe me, but it is because none of the other Stream Decks have a touch bar. None of them have the knobs. It's all one board. Time to tear it apart, and the other one you got on the desk. Well, that's what I would have to do. So, but here was my idea. We can simulate a lever by getting a Stream Deck, what's it called? The 6-button Stream Deck module, which I thought I had one, but apparently I don't. And we'll 3D print a case for it that'll only expose the 4 buttons on one side. And then we'll add a lever that will have something that actuates and presses the buttons that exist on the Stream Deck. Let's see. Those are just add-on plugins. You clearly I haven't been messing with it. My thought is, I wonder if they have like, you could make it 2 levers. Exactly, CAD. So add a lever to the Lego Stream Deck. I should. The Lego Stream Deck is in pieces right now. It fell on the floor. I'll rebuild it one day. 6 levers. Well, my thought, CAD, was this could be good too. My first thought was when you pull back, it triggers one button, and as it goes forward, it triggers the other button. So you could trigger 2 button presses with the one lever, or turn it on its side. And as you pull, you do 1, 2, 3. That could work as well. So we could actuate multiple buttons. I wonder if we could actuate all 6 with one pull. So that we're like bump, 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 bump. Ooh. This could be a fun, like... But each button has, yeah, it does. It has 3 states. It's got down, hold, and up. Okay, we're building something cool. We're building, and that way we could release the stuff. It would just use the normal Stream Deck. And well, no, actually there's 2 states for the button. You can register a press and a release. Those are the 2 states that the API, and then once it's pressed, you can time how long it's down to register some sort of a hold. But typically the 2 states it actually registers is press and release. So, but we could provide 3D printing files, and folks would just have to do what? They would just have to 3D print, get whatever the like lever ratcheting hardware, and then get themselves a module, and it would act just like a normal Stream Deck. This is going to be good. And I'm wondering, even there's a connector on the board called Con. Oh, yeah, I'm guessing there's something there. And my only thought, Rambling Geek, is my guess is there is some sort of like a communication port. And my guess would be that they wrote a like there's a firmware update to actually recognize it, so that it's actually all in the firmware that then actually sends off the signal. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Con 1. There's also J3, which looks like a possible serial interface for me. I have lots of thoughts. There's also this whole J1 up. Yeah, I see the ground pin, but I'm just wondering, like, this guy right here looks like it does a bit more. You know what? Hold on. We're doing something. Okay, hold on, chat. Hold on. I had some stuff ready. For other projects. For Stream Deck, wireless Stream Deck 2.0, which is going to have wireless charging and a bunch of other stuff. I've got, this is one of the big ones, but I just want to see what's on it. Let's see what we got here. Channel point reward Make me a sandwich. Each lever pull randomly selects an ingredient from a list. That would be fun. By the way, here is the unboxing of the modules. They come in this nice little deal here. Bumping my mic. I'm sure that sounds fantastic. Come on. Oh, it's behind. I need to actually open. Ah, check that out. They've put a plate over the back of it. Probably there's like a it's like what's it called? Heat sink sort of deal. This is clearly touching a chip. I can't tear this one apart. I can't tear this one apart because this is for a project that, like a project that I can't tear this one apart. But we'll have to, you know, maybe we'll get, like I said, maybe we'll get one of the little ones. It would be pretty cool. But would you agree, Rambling Geek, that it's probably then something that they added to the firmware of the, you know, on the device. So you'd have to be able to edit the firmware to then recognize that additional button press, because then the Stream Deck would have to be updated to report itself differently to be recognized as a Stream Deck Plus lever. So I'm guessing that's the case. I thought they were giving you access to these things. Some of it they do. I think they put it in the no, so it's in the recent update. It is in the recent update for the Stream Deck software, but the Stream Deck reports what it is and where its buttons are to the Stream Deck software. So something would have to be, I mean, there's an ARM chip on here. Like, this thing is the brains of it. So this would have to have a firmware update to then, if you've plugged into some of these new ports, whether they're Con 1 or if it's, you know, through these ports up here, you'd have to update the firmware to then report those new connections back to the software. Yeah, it's possible. You're right. It's possible that it's just a model number that you'd have to update it to send a different model number. So interesting. Do you study electronics, electrical engineering, or only software? I have studied a little bit of electrical engineering, and, you know, specifically I've had a couple classes in like circuit design and stuff. My background was actually in structural engineering, and I do a lot of software. So I'm a hobbyist when it comes to hardware stuff. I professionally do the rest. You can sniff the USB data to see what is reported. Yeah, I think we're going to need to. And see what we can do with it, because I think we're going to be able to do some fun stuff with it. But I need to go eat. I'm really hungry. So we're going to have to call it here, but I am excited. I think we can have some fun times here with the Stream Deck stuff. Hall effect sensor. It probably is, Rambling Geek, because if we look, oh, I unplugged it. It doesn't register until you hit like right towards the end. So, I mean, this thing is satisfying. Whatever hardware they used to do the actual mechanism of the lever, it's quality stuff. Yeah, it does have a spring, but I don't know if they're using some I don't know if they're using some rotational spring like bearing that's all one unit that they just use for this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just an off-the-shelf springed deal that they use for it. Or maybe they made it custom. I'm not sure. I might be surprised if Hall effect, if that's a smidge more expensive than a regular one. Well, it could be a Hall effect for this version. I can absolutely ask them, Rambling Geek. They'll let me know. I can tear the thing apart and look at it. I wouldn't want to do that on camera if there's something that they just don't want folks seeing. You know, for all I know, this is a special board that they use internally for doing things like add-ons and things like that. This might not even be the exact same board that, you know, it could be like a special prototype board that they use to prototype other things on it. So I have no idea what's in there, and I could understand that maybe they don't want it out there. So I'm certain someone's buying one is going to tear it apart. Who are they going to? There's 5. There are a total of 5 of them in the world, Jalopy Jones. 2 of them are at Elgato, and the other 3 are me, Shindigs, and Nutty. So, and Shindigs is such a huge fan of it. He's not going to sell his, and I don't see Nutty selling his, and I'm not selling mine. So I don't think anyone's going to be buying one and tearing it apart. It's a pretty small group of folks that have one. But yeah. Then again, they know what you do here. They should have warned you not to. Yeah. True, Rambling Geek. At the same time, Elgato has treated me so well that I ain't rocking that boat. They have been so kind and treated me so well that you know, this was just a huge fun thing that they did, and I am very grateful for it. So I definitely do not want to ruffle any feathers or step on any toes, because that's just not me. So but like I said, maybe we can figure out a way with the stuff that's out there in the public to make our own version of it, even if we can't do it the same way they did it. So, okay, with that, we do need to, I'm just wondering, oh my God, I've got so many thoughts going on. Looking at this image right here, I'm wondering if these are like the same pads that the buttons like send signals over, and that you couldn't just tap into these rather than having to physically press the button. Like, I'm wondering if we could do that with a lever. That might work. I know I can tap into them, but just what do they do? Are these directly linked to the button, you know, to the signals that come to the buttons, so that we could send that data? So that would be some stuff we'd figure out. I've got a signal analyzer. I've got the workbench. It's all up and running. I've got the oscilloscope. We have the equipment to figure this out. We have the will. We just need to do it. Oh, I've got the tools. We have a project. When? Soon, Rambling Geek. I do need to work on the Stream Deck wireless version 2.0. Oh, do you really have to ask that, Jalopy Jones? Do you really have to ask that? Okay. If I don't get food soon, though, I won't. So I better go get food soon. So let's see who is streaming, and we will raid someone. You're tempted to pull one of yours apart right now. Nice. You have 4. I've 4. But I also have all the modules. Are you talking about 4 modules or 4 Stream Decks? Let's see. Who do we got? Let's raid Alt F4 stream. 4 Stream Decks. Nice. We're gonna raid the Alt F4 stream. We haven't raided Black Glasses in a while, and his stream's really fun. So Let's do raid, the Alt F4 stream. He doesn't stream all that often, so let's bring the party over there. We're going to have a raid call of Finite raid. Oh, the studio is not getting torn apart. That is my control center for the workbench. So there we go. There is our basic raid call, and if you happen to have the emotes, we're going to do this one. Oh, come on. Hit return. There we go. So there you go. There are your 2 raid calls. I hope y'all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I think we got some projects that we're going to be working on here, so I am excited about it. And with that, have a good one. And as always, remember to be raid, Jalopy Jones. Be raid, buddies. We'll see y'all next time, everyone.
Which is kind of exciting. Yo, what's up, Finite? Dude, thank you so much for the raid. Be raid buddies? What?